G'day, this is Jim with Urban Self-Sufficiency. Today this is going to be the second video I do on basil seed saving. If you haven't seen the first video, the link will be in the description below. Here you can see I've got quite a few dried panicles. These have been sitting on my windowsill for about 2 to 3 weeks, so they're well and truly dry. And as I mentioned in the previous video, the seeds are hidden away in the flower heads on the panicle. And here I'm just separating the little black seeds from the chaff. As you can see, it's actually quite time consuming to separate the little black seeds from the chaff, so I went with a different approach, ignoring the suggestions of using a fine sieve and putting the chaff and seeds in there in an attempt to separate the chaff from the seed by hand in the sieve, or the other method of blowing the chaff and hopefully the seeds being heavier than the chaff staying behind. Whilst these work well for other seeds, I didn't have much success. So my method was to simply break down the chaff and seed by hand, crushing the chaff so that it was fine and releasing the seeds from the dried flower heads, and then putting them in storage, and then I would simply sprinkle the mixture out to my seed trays when it's time for germination. Here you can see I do try that fanning method by blowing on the seeds and chaff to try and separate them, but the little black seeds are so light that you easily blow the seeds as well as the chaff, and if you lighten the fanning it doesn't blow the chaff away, so I gave up on that method. Here's the end result, and whilst there's still quite a bit of chaff left in there, it's not going to hurt the seeds, and in fact I estimate there to be around 600 to 700 seeds. So it's quite a good yield from just one plant and a little bit of work. And since I just plan to simply sprinkle this along the seed rows when I go to germinate them, the chaff shouldn't pose a big problem. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down. And if you've got any suggestions on how to separate the seeds from the chaff outside of the ones that I had already suggested and tried, or any other tips, please leave them in the comments below. And if you have any questions in the comments as well, I'll attempt to answer them for you. That's it. Until next time, take it easy.